Aloha, everyone. This is Deepa, and this is Let's Evolve Together. Welcome in. And today we're doing the new moon in Pisces reading. So, this is the first time I'm doing one of these new moon or full moon readings on this channel. I've been doing them live on Instagram, so I'm just trying this out. We're just going to see how it feels and how it flows. It's a little bit of a different layout, as you can see, if you have gone to those live readings on my Instagram channels. But we still have the pick a piles here at the top, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So as I go through the bulk of the Pisces new moon reading and what we might expect from the energy and what we might be feeling and what messages might want to come through for us, you can use that time to sense and intuit which one of these piles is most calling to you for the reading at the end. So at the end, I'll read each pick a pile separately and give you time if you want to take a picture with your phone to do that. And yeah, so I guess let's just get started because I'm really excited to get into this reading for you today. There's been a lot of beautiful energy coming through. So basically, with all these readings, I simultaneously do tarot, oracle, and I open the Akashic Records for the current moon. In this case, it's the new moon in Pisces. And I always state the date, so 2023. And when I opened the Akashic Records for this new moon in Pisces, it was a really beautiful, pure white energy that was coming through. And I actually saw it coming through as like the pure white energy of a full moon, which was really interesting. And there's a couple things with that. For one, the full moon usually brings a lot of intensity and a lot of emotion, which actually I do feel like is present, even though we're experiencing a new moon at this time. This is a new moon of all new moons actually represent new beginnings, but this one in particular is very, very strong with new beginnings for a lot of people. We've got all planets currently moving direct, so a lot of you might feel like you finally have the energy to get up and go and get something started. Simultaneously, we're also feeling that full moon energy of letting go of the old, like what was our lives previously, and kind of heading into the new of where we're going now. So there's a lot of polarity being experienced at this time where we feel like we need to settle into our healing work and maybe some extra self-care time, maybe some extra rest, some extra meditation, things like that. We're also feeling the need to get something started, to start something new, and maybe to get something new off the ground, like a project, or maybe moving house, or starting a new career. So there's a lot of like, I'm feeling this, but I'm also feeling this, and they almost feel like they're working against each other. But I think what we're going to discover is they actually work together really well. So oftentimes when we feel like we just want to get going with a project, we just want to start something new, we're so ready, we have a lot of fire, creativity is on, our energy is flowing. It's really important not to overdo it during those times and to kind of throughout the day just bring in some downtime and make sure you're getting your rest and make sure you're taking care of your body by eating right and make sure you're doing all those self-care things that make you feel good throughout the week, because your energy is going to be feeling extra amped up, or you're going to be wanting to move toward a new beginning maybe for yourself in some sort of way, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. It's really important to take care of your body's needs during this time so that your energy system stays balanced and you feel harmonious internally. And that way you can make really beautiful choices, because it's also feeling like a time where you will be faced with some big decisions. So the more grounded you are, the more you can keep your energy inside of your own body, and the more it will help you to stay clear in your mind and in your heart, and that will really help you to follow that internal guidance that you're getting as you move through these new journeys and adventures that are showing up in your life. So we're actually going to see what's showing up in the energy right now by flipping the cards. I do want to finish the Akashic Record symbolism I was getting. So yes, this looked like a very, very bright, luminous light of the full moon. It reminded me of the strong emotions we might be feeling at this time as we close old chapters of our lives and open up to the new. That can feel very emotional. But also what I was feeling from this white pure energy was just this very clarifying, brilliant white light moving through the chakras, in particular the crown and the third eye. So this to me, well, they're saying now that this is actually a charge. So not only is it your chakras being cleared out, they're also being charged up. So you're getting like a reboot at this time. So you may feel extra tired. You may feel like you want more downtime or more time alone, more quiet time, something like that. Um, but in the beginning, when I was getting into the Akashic Records, it felt very clarifying and very purifying, this energy that was coming through. That was just this brilliant, luminescent, white light that was coming in from the universe, that into our subtle bodies and into our chakras, and helping us to let go of anything that still needs to let go of, any attachments that we may have been feeling, and helping to purify our energy systems, our chakras, our bodies, and also, as they're saying, to charge up. So it's almost like the energy of the sun bringing in, and as you know, we just had the sun move into Pisces. So the energy of the sun is very present and tangible right now. And that is the energy of creative life force. And that's really present too. So it's like our energy bodies and our chakra systems are getting kind of like an upgrade or an update and getting charged up with this solar energy that's been really present lately. Okay, so we'll just stay in touch with the Akashic Records as we move through the reading. And that way we can see the perspective of the cards, but also what's in the Akashic atmosphere simultaneously, okay? So let's get started. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Okay, so from my, what is it called? For some reason, I always forget this deck. The Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. That's what they're called. So I'm going to put my glasses on. Sacred Traveler for this Pisces new moon. Fogged in, right. Narrow, ooh, okay. Wow, getting fogged in, go slow, take your time with narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully is, I feel like, almost the same message. They both have fog in the cards as far as the visual is concerned. Here's some fog on the narrow pathway, and then here these sailors are trying to get to this castle and they're fogged in, maybe can't quite see where the water ends and the land begins, which can be really dangerous if you're on a ship. And then tread thoughtfully, there's this narrow bridge. So this almost to me feels like the bridge or the pathway that you're taking from the old and into the new. And I feel like the message here with both of these, go slow, take time, tread thoughtfully, are just one and the same. It's really interesting that we got this. One is on water and one is over these big, deep valleys between mountain peaks. They both have a castle. There's a little castle here at the top. Let me just feel into this. I feel like right now, the slower we go and the more conscientious that we can be with our choices and our thoughts, because new moons are about setting new intentions. It's really important to be clear about those intentions and to make sure that we're really careful, not careful as in like resistant or tentative. I think the word is definitely thoughtful, that we're really thoughtful in making our decisions so that we can really answer the call of our intuition. So especially at a time where things are so unknown and mysterious, as these cards are also referring to being fogged in or not quite seeing the way forward, you have to be even more careful so that you can watch out for pitfalls or dangerous obstacles that could be in the path. So I feel like the slower you go, the more you can be sure-footed and the more you can be aware of the details. You can really zero in on the details when you slow way down. Instead of rushing forward and trying to get something done quickly and then missing maybe some smaller fine print or missing an obstacle you could have easily avoided if you were paying more attention. It feels like that. It feels like, okay, you're headed into this new territory. Go slow, take your time. Your intuition is guiding you, not necessarily a tangible map guiding you. And so it's really important that you stay quiet so you can hear those signals from your higher self, so that you can see those signs from spirit kind of guiding you along the way as you are led toward this new destination, new journey, or new project, or new whatever that you've got going on. I feel like there's a lot of depth and richness along the way that they don't want you to miss. So it's kind of got that feeling of like it's about the journey, not the destination already coming up. So yeah, the symbol, the messages are go slow and take your time right now for this new moon. Let me see if anything's coming up with narrow pathway. I'm also getting this energy like as you grow into a new version of yourself, there's like this tendency to want to like run back to the old and familiar. And so when you're becoming something new, or when you're growing into a new version of yourself, it's really important to keep yourself within certain healthy boundaries so that you don't go back to what doesn't serve you, because because the unknown can be so scary for some people. It's like you don't want to set yourself off, spook yourself by rushing in too fast, and then end up finding yourself running back toward what's familiar and what's known. I hope that makes sense. It's like if you move too quickly, you could set something off that could set you further back. So that's kind of what it feels like. Okay, so this card happened to flip over and I thought it was so valuable, so I did put it here. I didn't see the rest, but I did see this one. It said trust your path. I didn't even see those actually before this or anything. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And I thought, wow, that is such a powerful card for this Pisces new moon. So like I was saying, there's like this energy of resistance or being tentative toward that new path because it's an unknown. You may be feeling called toward it, but scared, to believe in it just yet because you don't know everything it holds. But if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? That's a really powerful question that we could all be asking right now. Okay, so let's see what other energy is present here. Embracing and protection. Okay. Embracing and protection. So let me feel, this feels astrological to me. So with embracing, I feel the energy of Venus, and actually my attention right now is actually being brought to some moon, what I don't know, it looks like moons or multiple planets up here in the horizon. And to me, this also reminds me a card in this deck called Standstill. We may have even gotten that. Where is this deck? Oh my gosh, we did get it. We did get it. Okay. Standstill and embracing. So I feel like these are like one and the same. Again, we keep getting these double messages. And with Pisces, the zodiac sign, we have the two fishes. So that feels really relevant in getting these double images. And with go slow, take your time. And then also I want to point out, this one fell out onto the floor while I was picking cards. It says it's the peregrine falcon, and it says observation. There's like an Egyptian goddess here at the bottom, number 25, which is a 7. Observation. So it's like so much information that you may need could be coming in through your higher senses, especially being in Pisces season, with that activation that I was seeing in the Akashic records with the crown and the third eye chakras. We're getting higher, it's like we're getting these messages from other dimensions, higher dimensional energy that's coming in to help guide us, right? Could be spirit guides, could be galactic guides coming in to help guide us at this time. And the energy is just keeping us in this place of like, be in the moment, be present, and enjoy what is around you, because that expands your energy, that elevates your frequency. And from there, in that elevated frequency, that's when you can more easily receive those messages from your galactic guides or from your spirit guides that come in from higher dimensions. The key, at least I have found, to connecting with my galactic guides, or those dimensions that may be higher than the third dimension, which is what we're experiencing mostly right now here on the earth plane. I can more tangibly feel my spirit guides, and I can more audibly hear those messages from them when I myself have done the work first to raise my frequency and vibration. And one of the ways that you can do that is by getting really still in the moment, allowing yourself to open up to what's already there, what's already present in that single moment, really orientating yourself to that moment, which means, what am I experiencing right now? What's obvious here and now? What's happening right now? And then also opening up to the joy, if there's a joy that can be expressed or felt in that moment, or a peace or contentment, that will help to raise your frequency and open you up to those higher dimensional messages that may be coming through at this time and are coming through. So I feel like there's a lot with listen, look, feel, sense, happening a lot with the senses going on, and observe the information that you might be receiving from those messages and from your body, most importantly, that there's going to be a lot of information in there for you to take forward into these next, what feel like really big steps, like almost like destiny or fated steps in this life cycle for some of you. So, wow, I feel like a lot of these cards are just repeating the same message, which is really powerful. Like it's almost like that same energy of getting like 111 or 333. We're getting repeated messages right off the bat. So I feel like that's really powerful. So with protection, so obviously we all are very aware of the massive amounts of change that are occurring right now in our environments and in our own lives. I feel like even astrologically, there's a lot of movement and a lot of dynamic action happening in the stars. With that, with Uranus holding the energy that it does, which brings sudden change, which can often be depicted by lightning bolts. I feel like this is the card of reminding us all that not to worry, that we are being protected at this time, and that it's just important to trust your path, your journey, and where you're being led. I feel like that has to do with this card, which says trust your path. Yeah, there may be a lot going on around you, but your particular timeline that you have chosen is being protected, and there's no reason not to trust where you're being guided and led right now. That feels like a really important message. And also an encouragement to stand still and to embrace the moment. I feel like we're less likely to do that if we're feeling anxious. So I feel like the message here is, don't worry. You're being guided. Your intuition's right. You're being protected on this path and your next steps into this new journey. And just get into your body and don't be afraid to relax in the moment and open up. It's hard to open up and relax in the moment if we're feeling fearful or anxious. So try in the morning to choose love every morning when you wake up, and you make that choice right then to choose love and to trust your life and where it's guiding you also. So that's really interesting. So they're wanting me to flip over the animal card, so I'm going to do that first. Oh, and dog companionship. And this is really interesting because we also, for the Divine Directions Oracle deck, we got the Friends card at the bottom of the deck. Spend more time with friends, share your thoughts with someone who understands you. And I think it was the reading I did yesterday or the day before in the self-care tip. Oh, it was the weekly reading for this week. I think one of the self-care tips was to spend time with friends or people that support you. And then we got companionship dog here. It's almost like people are looking out for you, so they're your allies. And it's like you could be using them, not using them in a bad way, but you could be relying on their friendship and their companionship and their loyalty, their commitment to you over time. don't forget who your friends are. Ask for support and keep them close to you at this time. Especially, we want our friends nearby when we're treading narrow pathways. Like, who else would you want to keep close to you on a new journey, or who would you want to go on a new adventure with you? Include them in on your ideas, your stories, your experiences, what you're thinking about, what you have questions about, and you'll feel more supported. You won't feel so alone, and you'll feel more trusting too. And maybe they'll give you some ideas that you may not have thought of on your own. So a little bit of collaboration in the friendship department could go a long way right now. And animal friends too, not just people friends. And I think that was the point there of that card. So as you're taking action and moving toward your goals and dreams, you've got your companion looking out for you, watching out for you while you're focused on the task at hand. So that's a really cool reminder that let your friends know what you're up to. Travel in groups. Okay, so let's see what these cards say. These are more symbolic and energetic. We've got reflect. I feel like this is that watery energy of Pisces that we're getting. Like, we even got that here. Both of these cranes or herons, what you would call them, are standing in water. So there's that energy of reflection. And look, there's that symbol of the crane, or maybe it's a heron again. There's two of them here and there's two of them here. So here we go with the two fishes. That's synchronicity that's coming up again. Wow, that's super powerful. At this point, we have a triple message, right? Is that it? Yeah, wow, that is really strong. So we've got the energy of reflection, again, getting the themes of purification, healing, clarifying energy, purifying energy, being charged. As you know, water can hold electricity, so is there any energy of being charged? So if we're taking time out to reflect, you're taking time to charge your energy system and your chakras. Like just this morning, I was really wanting to get going on this reading and just get started right away, because I work really good in the morning time. And I just kept getting this feeling intuitively that I needed to practice my fiddle. A lot of you know I'm learning how to play the Celtic fiddle. And I was just getting this intuitive nudge. Just sit down and practice your fiddle. You need to do it anyway. Try to practice every day. And I did. I practiced for as long as I needed to. And afterwards I heard my guide say, do your batteries feel charged up now? And they really did. They really felt charged up. My cup felt really full. So take that time, that extra time, to charge your battery and to fill your own cup, because it's going to help you as you're making these what feel like massive strides physically. And also what I'm getting is a lot of you have got something coming, like a big change that's coming, and taking time right now to rest and reflect will help charge your batteries and prepare you for all that physical energy you're about to exert in the physical, like with, let's say, like a big move or a big choice you have to make. So it feels like there's going to be something demanded of you, especially with Aries season right around the corner, and the spring set to be a massive time of astrological dynamics. So it's like, take time now to do your reflecting. I'm also like, this whole week has been a lot of like, go through your emotional, whatever might be coming up for you emotionally. Make sure you take time to feel into that, whether that's, just feeling into your body and wanting to move and dance, or whether that's wanting to just have a good old cry, or maybe take an extra nap. So that's just like, I feel like self-care is the highlight and the theme for this week. Taking time to reflect on where you've been and where you want to go, and the difference between those two things. That's also a big energy that's showing up. There's a lot of growth happening right now, and when we grow, sometimes we feel more sure-footed if we can reflect back to where we've just been and what we've just been through. Not only give ourselves a pat on the back for how much we've grown through it, how much we've learned through it, how much we've even maybe mastered through it, but also so that you can say, okay, this is what I understand at this point. and this is where I want to head now with my energy, and this is the new direction I want to go in, and this is what I really want to focus on that would feel supportive to my energy right now. Okay, so let's see what the other one is. The Creator. Wow. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's so much, and coming into Aries season soon, so much fire. It's coming. Like you can feel it kind of brewing. If it's already, you might already be feeling it and getting things going already. And I think the message here would be just go with that, go with the flow, but also just take it in stride and make sure you're taking time out for yourself so you don't get, don't take on too much too fast and fill your plate too quickly. There may be more around the corner that you want to invite in. Had you known it was coming, you would have wanted that extra space on your plate for it. So leave space on your plate. There's more coming. Make sure you're choosing things that feel like a definite yes for you right now, that feel really resonant. Because I feel like you're coming into a time of not only recognizing your role as a creator, a divine creator being in your own life, as part of the universe as a creator being, but also in your own life and how you can manifest what you need to manifest. So this is the calm before the storm. This is that quiet time. So take it, because the fire's about to start. That's what it feels like. So let's see if the energy of the divine directions can tell us more. So I wanted to use this deck today. Wait, wow. Take time to think about the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. That is really strong right now. And balance. It's time to find balance in your life. What is most important to you? Wow, I just said that. Okay. The messages here are like, you can't make this up. Okay. They're really clear, really strong. So I feel like with the energy of the Pisces zodiac season, we get the energy of the higher self. And I feel like the higher self is really present in this reading. And it is the energy of like the falcon, being able to step back and get that bird's eye view and really observe the whole scene, the whole picture, so that you can make really wise choices for yourself and the people in your life. So yeah, wow. If something like an opportunity did come up, we're getting the guidance to just hold off for a little while and wait. So before I flip the guidance cards, I'm really tempted to flip those. I'm going to see what the tarot says. Okay, the anchor is in reverse. Isn't that interesting? And the anchor is a specialized card for this tarot deck. This is not a normal card that you would see in all decks. We've got the Three of Wands. So your ships are coming in. Conqueror of Swords. Okay, so the Conqueror is the Knight in this deck, the Knight of Swords. Some fast moving energy coming in. And the Magi would be like the Magician. That's in reverse. So isn't that interesting? We got the anchor in reverse, which I would see as like the standstill, the grounding point, in reverse. And we also got the Magi, which I would see as like the action, taking action, manifesting, time to create, time to do, time to call, time to be. And that's also in reverse. And I felt this energy before the reading started, so I'll just say it now, and obviously you can see it. It's this yin and yang. It's that Pisces energy. Like, I want to go in and reflect and heal. I've got all these emotions coming up. I want to reflect and slow down and do self-care. I want to make sure all my ducks in a row. I want to make sure I'm resonating with what's coming up in my life and making wise choices and intuiting my way through this. And I'm also feeling the urge to move forward and take action and to create this new thing I've been thinking of or conjuring up. Right in the middle, sandwiched between the two, what seem to be opposing energies or polarity, is the Three of Wands. Yes, your ships are coming in. This is confirmed. And then the Conqueror of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. So it's like, take action. The time is now. Yet sandwiched between, hold up, wait a minute. That's like the energy I'm getting. That's the song that came to mind. I'm not going to torture you and sing anymore. But, or rap, if that was supposed to be a rap. Okay, can we have a card for the anchor in reverse? Wow, Six of Wands. I love that. So very victorious energy. What is this about? Okay. The Lovers in reverse. I feel like you've made a choice about something. The Lovers, as you may have heard in the tarot, used to be called the choice card. And I feel like in this instance, it's saying you have made a choice. Like where before there was stagnation, you have made a choice at this point, which is like you're on your horse, you got the Six of Wands. They're both sixes, double six here. Also, it's the yin yang because this six is reversed and this six is upright. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Okay. So there's this energy of being victorious and feeling proud of yourself. Let me feel into the anchor because I feel like the reason why this is moving forward is because you made a really good decision, which is why your ships are coming in, which is what the Three of Wands represents. It's like there's nothing really more for you to do, which maybe is why we're getting the hold up, wait a minute energy. You've done so much work to prepare for this, and now I feel like the universe is coming in to meet you. That's what it was before too. So there's something coming in. It's like, wait, take time to think about the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. I feel like there might be another opportunity, maybe even better coming in, more resonant for you that could be showing up for you soon. It's like ringing the bells, like this is the one. So don't make, just because you want to make a decision and get something going quickly, don't jump at the wrong thing too soon when the right thing is just around the corner. That's the energy of it. There's something more resonant coming for you. That being said, you've got to trust your own gut and intuition on this. This is a general reading, so I'm kind of reading for the whole here, and each of your lives is going to be different from the next. One message may be more prominent for you from another. So especially with all this polarized energy happening, some of you may be like, I'm actually in get up and go mode. I know exactly what's happening and I'm trusting as I go and I'm just on top of it. I also am going to take time for myself and make sure I'm staying in balance because there is a lot going on right now, a lot of dynamic energy. Others of you may still feel like, wait, that thing hasn't quite shown up. I know it's coming. I feel it coming. I just need to be patient. I just need to breathe and reflect. I need to look at my past a little bit more, make sure I want to go headed in a specific direction, make sure I know what I want. Feeling it out a little bit more with this watery energy. So making sure you're really in your body. That's another self-care tip for this week. Do your exercise, do your walks. Make sure you're aware of what's happening in your body. So when those intuitive hits come, you're on top of them and you act when it's appropriate. But I feel like in particular, the anchor is you were stuck in one place, you were stagnant, but you finally made a choice, whether that was about a past relationship that didn't work for you and you made a choice to move on, or made a choice to make amends, or if it was just about a choice in your life as far as career or something close to your heart. You've made your choice and now you're moving forward. So the anchor has become unstuck. You feel really good about this. It was a good choice. And now it's this process of doing work, waiting for things to align, doing work, waiting for things to align. So you're working now in a co-creation with the universe. Things are really lining up and manifesting quickly. So there is this energy of the Knight of Swords, but it's fine to move towards something. But the Knight of Swords always comes with the warning that there could be a lot of energy in the mind, and that's why they're trying to ground you into your body. You don't want to jump at something too soon or maybe move with an aggressive behavior or emotion. You may say something you regret. You may do something you regret. So take a step back, hold up, wait a minute. Think before you talk. Think before you speak. Pause before you act. Act with love. Act with consciousness. And follow deep internal guidance as opposed to quick fleeting thoughts that may have you just reacting too soon just because you get emotional and you get ahead of yourself. So be careful with that. That's, I feel like, the warning. But we'll pull cards on the Magi in reverse just to get clarification, just in case. So the Magi in reverse. What is this about? Yes. So with the Queen of Cups and the Empress both in reverse, which I feel are both really strong signs, symbolisms of Pisces energy, especially the Queen of Cups. Slow down. There's just so much here about needing to go inside and get in touch with our feelings and process. There's some really deep processing that is happening, and it's like, allow it to happen. Turn on that music, turn it up loud, get into your feelings, get into your emotions, process them in healthy ways, dance it out, journal it out, talk to somebody, a friend, a companion. Again, with that creator energy coming forward with the Empress as well. There's so much strong creative energy here. We got the creator and the Empress. So I feel like they're like, if you're moving towards something, do it with caution. Just tread thoughtfully. One of the first cards we got, tread thoughtfully. Go ahead and go forward. Just go slow. Take your time. Because I guess what it feels like to me is there's a depth of experience here that's really important for your evolution that you're going to be taking into your creative projects. And if you miss that processing time, it's like you're missing that piece of the puzzle that could be really, really supportive for your next steps and your growth, or what it is that you're going to be creating or manifesting. So the processing time is a part of the cycle. So if you skip ahead too fast, it's almost like you're putting it off further. Do you see what I mean? The processing is a very specific piece of the entire puzzle that will help this thing manifest in divine timing and in right timing and help keep everything aligned. Whereas if you skim over that processing piece too quickly, it's going to put off the timing even more. That piece has to come with you. You can't, sorry, cards are dropping. You can't move forward without that piece. Okay? So take time to listen. It will benefit you and it will behoove. I never use that word. It will behoove the entire cycle. Okay? Let me see what fell. Oh, big stretch. Okay. Yes, the Star in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is just an emphasis on what we're saying is there's just some deep processing, some deep healing that needs to happen. And just pause, wait a minute. How many times have I said that this time, this reading? Observe, reflect. I won't say it again, I promise. Okay. So where do we want to go? Don't forget to intuitively pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3, and I'll read those at the end. And okay, I'm just checking the camera. Let's see what our galactic guides have to say. Wow, Council of Light, bam, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Wow. And these are all the Ascended Masters assembled here. We have Kuan Yin, Jeshua, Mother Mary. There's a bunch I can't recognize. The Buddha's here. Wow. Mary Magdalene. Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Maybe that's Saint Germain. So we're being guided and assisted at this time. Don't forget to ask for help. Wow. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Wow. Yeah. That is really strong for this reading. And it's interesting because I chose as one of the decks, the self-care deck, which I rarely use. But it was like, this reading needs the self-care deck. There's something about the Pisces energy. Yeah, it's really strong. All right. Should I read? Just want to make sure I flipped everything I did. Okay. So let's read the general guidance of the Pisces new moon, and then we'll get into the pick-up piles, and that's where we'll finish up, okay? Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Definitely got that. That feels confirmed. Oh, wow, Saint Germain. And I think these are twins in this deck. Move beyond drama. This is Saint Germain karma releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path. Make room for good energy, okay? Wow. So, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because you're being supported by the Council of Light, by the Ascended Masters, by your galactic guides, by Lady Portia and Saint Germain. If you're in a situation where you need to make a choice, my astrology teacher always says, if you need to make a choice and you know where your north node is in your astrology chart, use that as the guidance toward the choice that you're making. Move toward your north node. The north node is the path, is the path least traveled. That's how you recognize your north node in your life. It's the uncomfort zone. It's the mysterious and the unknown. Whereas the south node represents everything we're good at, everything we're used to, everything we're comfortable in, everything that we've seen before. So when you're making a choice, move toward your north node. Move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. What can you let go of that's pulling on your energy or weighing you down? What can you make room for that will support your energy or bring in good energy, bring in positive energy? And Lady Portia, in perfect synastry with Saint Germain, says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So what do you feel is right in this moment? Beyond what your mind wants or what your attachments want to cling to. Do what you feel is right. That's a hard one. And that's why it's do your self-care at this time. These can be really big decisions. And then keep friends close because you may need someone to bounce ideas off of, even if it's your pet, right? Okay, sorry if this is getting a little messy. I try to keep it really pretty, but here's the friends. Wow, self-care. This energy feels really beautiful. I mean, you can feel the water in it. It feels very healing. It feels very nourishing. I wanted to say nurturing and nourishing at the same time, but that's not a word. Yeah, keep your balance, find your harmony. Wow, such valuable, gorgeous messages today. Observation, embracing. Okay. Wow. While you're waiting for your ships to come in, why not do a little reflection? Why not feel things out? Why not emotionally process? Make sure you got all looked under every rock, and you know what's hiding there, emotionally speaking. Okay, so let's look at pile one. If you chose pile one, here is your guidance for this new moon in Pisces 2023. Here we go. What can you surrender, pile one? Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit, okay? We don't need to repeat that message. We've gotten that. Okay, what does your self-care card say? Clear your energy field, number 10. I love that. So you in particular could have gotten out of a massive cycle, maybe one that lasted 10, 20 years. And so there's a need to clear your energy, rebalance your energy. Like I said, there was beautiful, just have a seat and visualize that beautiful, pure white, clarifying and purifying energy coming in through the chakras, creating a healing vibration, a clearing vibration, and a charging vibration. That'll feel really good and grounding for you. Okay, we'll put that one there because if you want, you can take a picture of these final cards. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Oh, that's probably nice to hear. Okay, abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. The affirmation is, I am open to abundance and believe that I am deserving of it. Wow, that's a beautiful reading, pile one. So if you want to take a picture of that, do that now. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to put on top? We'll put the surrender card on top. Surrender to rest and sleep. Okay, pile 2. Are you ready? Okay, surrender, procrastination. So they're getting rest and you're getting, it's time to move. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So this is one of the other fishes that we're getting. We're getting reflect and we're getting, it's time to move. It's very interesting. Okay. Rest. You also got the rest card. So you're probably one of those people who's feeling both. So just use them in, take it in stride. Rest when you need to, rest when you can, and take action steps when you're ready. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. And lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. So that must be bring love into the situation. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on Earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. Wow, we're getting some tough love here. Affirmation. I make having fun and laughing a priority in my life and look for new ways to lighten up every day. Wow, you're getting work done in this pile 2. Go ahead and take a picture of that. Wow. That was a strong message. Okay, pile 3. Here we go. What are your messages, pile 3? Wow, surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. You may have already been working with your ego and realize this is something that needs to be tended to. Let's see what else. Wow, oh my gosh. Connect with your womb. This actually looks like this. Look at that. And this was the anchor in reverse. Connect with your womb. Number 15, which is also a 6. And we got the double 6s in this pile as the clarifiers. That's 3 6s here with the synchronicity. 666. Wow. So if you are not, if you do not have a womb in this life, what this is saying is connect with the divine aspect within you. We as humans have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us that are always working within us in different ways to help us evolve and grow and become more whole. So I feel like it's a wonderful time to connect with the divine feminine, especially in this watery Pisces energy. To me also, this is like extra nurturing, extra care, extra like take baths, taking care of the body, massage, maybe some warm oils. Also, I'm getting the energy of like relationships with this pile. Like if you are going through difficulty or have in the past gone through a big ending in a relationship, but there's this energy of like swallow your pride, and not the pride that serves you though. I know that message can be really confusing. It's the energy of do the right thing, to take the softer path, to find compassion for those who may have, hurt you or done something in the past that didn't feel right, to expand your compassion for yourself so that you can extend it to others in your life. So there's this real need to go deep within for this pile, because there might be a lot coming up as far as like wounding and triggers and a lot of emotional processing and healing time that needs tended to. And the womb is also your navel chakra. So that's the chakra 2 fingers width below your belly button. This is the chakra for your creativity, your life force energy, your sexual energy. So there's a lot around this here with your body's energy, taking care of that. And and nurturing yourself so that you can give back to you at this time. That's a really strong message. Oh, sorry. So we didn't finish yours. I got so caught up in that image being almost identical. So surrender your ego, connect with your womb. Wow, detach. You're being asked to detach from something you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. The affirmation is, I allow myself to release my tight grip on a desired outcome and trust that everything will work out. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that for you guys. Wow, that's a big one. This feels strong. Feels deep. And then your final message, show the world the real you. So this is about bringing your pure essence forward. That's the part of you that is divine, naturally divine, in touch with source, the God part of you. Full moon in Aquarius. So this is expression through your natural divinity, not through the ego or the more limited aspects of your personality, but your true nature, your divine nature, your most loving, most vast nature. And that's the part of you that feels limitless and has an endless capacity for compassion. So yeah, it definitely feels like you're going deep, pile 3. So if you want to take a picture of that. Wow. Okay, so let's definitely conclude with one final card. I want to finish with one more card. This is a very deep reading. Lots of healing going on. Lots of deep diving, taking time for self. And also, there's this energy of, something new is starting, is moving, and making room for that. And what that asks of us in our lives is usually like letting something else go to make room for that. So that's big. So let me just see what deck I want to use for the final energy. Oh, a message of life wants to be called out. Message of life. Okay. Okay, what's our final message for this new moon in Pisces 2023? What is our final message? Those are tricky to shuffle. Okay. Attaining peace. Today I turn within to find the source of my experiences. There I find the peace that comes from seeking truth. I understand that the riches I discover within myself have a greater value than all the wealth of the outside world. Step by step, I continue my spiritual quest. Little by little, I free myself, rising ever higher and attaining true inner peace. Wow, that is so beautiful for this new moon. Perfect ending. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Please like if that reading resonated with you. Also, it'll help bring other people into this channel, which feels so supportive for me. Comment below. I'd love to hear how this energy is resonating and how it's showing up for you. That's where it gets fun for everyone on the channel, and most especially me, so I know how these readings are benefiting and supporting you during this time. Definitely ask any questions that you might have about how all this works or how I do things or just about the reading in general. And I'll see you next time for the next reading. Thank you. Namaste.